Okay, guys.
Okay, hi guys.
All right. Hopefully, here. Let me scoot closer to you so that. Okay, there we go. I'll just lean in. All right, we can just minimize that.
Yeah,
Okay.
we've got half of Mark.
Oh, there we go. All right. Are we ready?
Go
That's
ahead.
all right. We're good. Okay, this is Mark.
And this is Michelle.
And
this is Mark and Michelle.
It is. And tonight we have a special guest. Our friend of ours named Sean, and is it Van de Ven?
Van de Veen.
Oh, okay, Van de Veen.
Long E.
Come over here.
All right, let's scoot in some more. All right. But Sean is coming to us tonight, and we'd like to interview him here. His girlfriend found us on YouTube, if I'm not mistaken, and shared our information with him, and he started the medical medium protocols that we've been talking about.
On his own.
Yeah.
And we were so impressed. We were like, hey, man, you want to talk to us?
That is definitely impressive. So we're just going to kind of jump in here. So, Michelle, you want to go ahead?
Have you always known you were autistic?
Well, I found out when I was in my early teens. I was going through some of my mother's paperwork one day, and I was reading all the material that was there, and that's when I found out that I was autistic. This was back in 1991.
Wow.
Okay.
Canada? Did you grow up? Okay. So I thought the diagnosis wasn't even known yet.
Yeah, but Canada's different.
It is different.
Just because the U.S. is behind in a lot of crap doesn't mean the rest of the world isn't.
That's amazing because Mark didn't find out until he was 43.
Yeah, it was 43 or 44.
That he was autistic.
Yeah, but that is interesting. Did it? Well, okay. Obviously, it changed your life to find that out. But
yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
What changes did that make for you, if that makes sense?
Beforehand, I kind of felt that I was different among other children.
Mm-hmm.
And when I found out after reading that material that, okay, this is the reason why I was being put down, bullied, just excluded from my family, social events, etc. So there just left a mark on me for the rest of my life.
Wow. That sounds a lot like Mark's story.
Yes, and while you said exclusion from family events, that's pretty harsh. While that did not happen to me, I definitely understand the exclusion at school, at church, at work.
Mm-hmm.
And so I fully understand where you're coming from. Just because you may not, I didn't understand that I was different really, but I understood that people treated me differently, and I didn't know why. And so,
but you knew why.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. From that moment going forward.
Right.
While you had a suspicion, like I did, having it confirmed, was it a relief to know?
Well, to be honest, it felt tragic because it felt like a major blow to myself. It just took it was just such a devastating blow to my self-esteem that I became very depressed because I knew that I was very different in a negative way. Mm-hmm. But over the years, especially within the last couple of years, I've come to terms with it. Mm-hmm. Learned to accept myself, love myself completely.
Wow.
And just simply disregard what other people think. Because even we autistics deserve to live a happy, prosperous life. We deserve to be loved, just like every other neurotypical person.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
And so, yeah.
You know, you said something interesting. You said you felt it to be a tragic blow.
Hmm.
I grew up not feeling much of anything emotionally. And in fact, the only two emotions that I could say that I was familiar with growing up was anger and frustration. But you said you felt it to be tragic. That's interesting. It almost sounds like for you, it was the proverbial punch in the gut.
Hmm. Exactly.
Wow. I don't know if I've ever felt that yet, oddly enough.
It's not pleasant.
No. And so it's interesting to hear that from you, because then I must be the oddball out in not being able to feel many different emotions, or, at that point. So, wow, that's interesting to know. That really is. So when, am I too far? Okay.
You're too far out.
And what has been interesting to us, and we've been talking about questions, were you searching for a way out of autism?
Because we wondered why your girlfriend found us.
Mm.
What was she searching for that she found us? Oh, there she is, Jasmina.
Oh, hey.
Did I say that right? Did I say her name right?
Yeah, she just stumbled upon your channel one day, and she introduced it to me, and she is always into ways to getting healthier and having a healthy diet, eating a healthy diet, and so she's tried to get me involved more and more into eating more healthy. I have not eaten meat since New Year's Day of 2018.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's when we started. That's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the same day that we
Yeah.
started Medical Medium. Yeah. Wow, you've not eaten meat that.
Yeah. So you just
that's
didn't know about the heavy metal detox smoothie and the celery juice. You were already
No.
eating plant-based.
I was eating plant-based. I was still consuming a bit of dairy here and there,
Mm-hmm.
and I have been over the past couple of months. But having discovered the medical medium, I'm now committed to becoming very neurotypical.
Wow.
It will happen for you.
That's
it will.
amazing.
That's amazing.
Yes.
You said that you have been able to pick up more on people's emotions at work. Have you noticed seeing things in people that you haven't seen before?
Well, I started this diet last week, and I was part of this meeting, and it was my team leader and supervisor, plus a couple of my coworkers. And the supervisor was talking about all this loss of workers, all these workers who were quitting because we didn't have the knowledge or the capability to do our jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Case in point, there was this one individual who worked at the place where I was working for 11 years, and he just got so fed up that he quit. And as my supervisor was talking, I came to the realization that I could pick up, sensing her. I was thinking that because you don't really support all of us, that's the reason for the turnover. I mean, case in point, as you know, I've been working at this company for 12 years.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I had my most recent review back in February. And this supervisor of mine she didn't give me such a high mark, a high standing. Like, I mean, she gave my overall grade as a meet improvement over meet expectations. I mean, I'll admit I can't fully grasp the concepts or the knowledge myself.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's due in part because of my autism.
Yes.
However, getting that grade, well, that just really, set off negative emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It was also kind of like an insult to my capabilities, especially after working there for that length of time. I was thinking, you don't really, the supervisor doesn't really care about the well-being of workers or operations. So
these were new thoughts that had never occurred to you?
well, I kind of had the suspicion that she was very cold-hearted, but ever since taking the medical medium diet. Oh, hello, Kitty.
He's showing you his
Yes.
butt. Come on, you. Come on.
Yeah, I'm
There you go.
opening up more and more. Like, I find it easier to communicate with my coworkers and understand what they're saying, and just doing what they ask.
That's amazing. And you said it's been a week?
Week and a half.
Okay.
About 10 days.
It's
Mhm.
amazing how quickly it happens with that heavy metal detox smoothie.
Yes.
How frequently have you been drinking the detox smoothie?
I would say almost every single day.
Okay.
Like Jasmine, my girlfriend, she prepares it for me.
Mm-hmm.
And we just recently bought a new juicer
Oh,
for the celery.
Right. Good.
So, yeah,
Good job,
at least
Jasmina.
that.
is Jasmina doing the diet with you?
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome.
Awesome.
It was
That
her
is
idea.
awesome.
Well, great.
Mhm.
Oh, hey, excellent.
Fantastic.
That we tell parents so often, hey, you need to do it with your kids, but we're going to tell spouses the same thing.
Yeah.
Do the
everyone
diet with your
does it.
spouse. Yeah.
Everyone needs the support.
Because to be honest,
Mhm.
I wouldn't have done it
Yeah.
had she not done it. I just wouldn't. I didn't want to be
Well,
left
it was her
behind.
idea. I have to give her credit for that. But
You're going to be grateful for it, though.
absolutely.
And
Just look at my skin.
It's
It's really clear.
it's already better, huh?
see,
Mhm.
that's amazing. A friend of mine at work, she had really bad eczema. It was all over her face in really big scabs. And in 2 months, she cleared it up and it's completely gone now. And it's amazing what the celery juice will do.
Yeah.
And the heavy metal detox
Amazing.
smoothie for that
Yep.
matter. And
Have you looked into supplements for strep and viruses?
The only supplements I'm taking at the present moment are vitamin B12,
Yeah.
excellent.
and I've started seeing a naturopathic doctor this year,
Oh,
Yeah.
and she has prescribed me this one liquid. Well, it's primarily mushroom based,
well,
and one of the ingredients there is, I think it's called reishi.
Yes.
And to help me sleep at night, I also take ashwagandha, and I no longer have to take this, but I was taking zinc and Serb 200.
Okay. Sean, I think you have brain fog. Would you agree with that?
Brain fog?
Brain fog.
I think so.
I think you have strep and viruses, so I think it would be a good idea to take something like cat's claw or lemon balm to help you get that out of so that you can think better and talk better. And
Yes.
I'm seeing a little bit of that there.
I take those things as well.
Okay.
I have to take them just about every day. So, but it's amazing that, to me, that you just decided I'm going to do this. Because when I come across other autistic adults, many of them are angry if you talk about recovery in autism. And you seem to just want.
I really.
Go ahead. You go ahead.
I really want to open myself. I've reached a point where I no longer want to live in fear.
I fully understand.
Yep.
And I can say, from my own experience and hers, that the heavy metal detox smoothie cleared out enough metals in us so that the anxiety almost completely went away.
Yes. We did it for a 28-day. We did the 28-day detox, and we did it for 35 days. But about 3 weeks in, I lost my anxiety.
And so it's
Yeah.
nothing but improvement if you stay on it. And it will be fantastic. It really will be. Can you cast one to kids?
Someone asked, Marlo asked, can we give cat's claw and lemon balm to kids? Yes, Marlo, and my book is almost finished and you need to buy it so that you know everything. I've put everything in there. So you need to know it. I gave links to everything as well.
You said, Sean, that you were better able to communicate and understand verbal discussions and instructions. Has that improvement been dramatic? If that makes sense.
I think it actually has been, yes. Because not only do I follow instructions better, like I'm also resonating better with the ones who I work with. They seem to be a little more friendly to me. Yeah.
That's dramatic in a week and a half.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
Wow.
I took 4.5 years on GAPS diet just to get where you're at now in a week and a half. That's amazing.
I think if he had done medical medium first, he would have healed a lot faster.
Yeah.
But we had to have the whole experience.
That is amazing. All I can say, I'm just gobsmacked. I am definitely happy for you.
We are so excited for you, Sean.
Thank you.
Because
thank you.
I went through all of what you're going through over a much longer period of time. And it was amazing to see how people became more friendly to me as I lost my autism. And and all of a sudden, one day I realized people like me. And that changed me from the inside. And the fact that you're seeing that now, I couldn't be happier. I really couldn't be. I couldn't even be that happy for me.
Sean, I watched your video on the tarot that you did on YouTube. It was very informative.
Yes. Oh,
and you have a great voice.
Yes, radio.
You have a radio voice.
Yes. That's what I've been told.
Yeah. And I watched a little bit of your shaving cream video. You had a really shiny face after.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about.
Yeah, I shaved today, so.
Yeah, I see. It's real shiny. So how did you get into this spiritual journey that it looks like you've gotten yourself into? Because you said you said that you've been able to keep in contact with your intuition because you were using crystals and meditation, and I want you to talk about that because a lot of autistic people struggle with intuition.
I had that trouble.
Well, the place where I work at, it can be very stressful. It can be pretty toxic. And I have to admit, I work with some pretty toxic people. And a couple of years ago, I stumbled upon this one YouTube video, and it presented me with a challenge where I could meditate for, it was a TED-based meditation, and the challenge was to listen to it every single day for 15 days, and it was 15 minutes in length, so I said, I'll give this a try. And by the end of that challenge, it just seemed that all this possibility just opened up for me. If I could master that challenge, and there's plenty of other potential available to me. And after that point, I started undergoing personal development, watching personal development videos. I watched this one YouTube channel. This one channel has helped me out tremendously. And this gentleman has over 800,000 subscribers. And if you want to seek advanced wisdom and knowledge, I highly recommend you watch actualized.org.
Okay.
The name of the channel is Actualized. And the gentleman's name is Leo. And he has released over hundreds of self-help videos. He's helped me out tremendously.
That's wonderful.
And I took his advice. I started meditating daily and starting to listen to audiobooks, read advanced self-help books. And this one day in September of 2017, I went into this health store in town here where they sold crystals, and I was looking at their properties on a package, and I thought to myself, hey, these look really cool, I'll give those a try. And I started meditating with those, and from there the possibilities opened up even further for me. You know, I went into this one metaphysical shop here in town in December of 2017. I'm now actually very good friends with the owner. I do business with her regularly, and she even allowed me to do tarot readings for her once.
Wow.
I have to admit that didn't go so well.
Oh.
But however, I was proud to be a part of that experience. And going back to December of 2017, I was getting this reading from this one psychic medium. And she said that I had suffered so much, suffered enough in my life, that, you know, I deserved to be healed, relieved. And they were so impressed with me that they said that I had the potential to be a shaman.
I don't doubt that at all. I don't doubt it at all. Your journey sounds a lot like Mark had to heal spiritually, start healing spiritually before he lost his autism too, and through it.
Yes. I was not in contact with my intuition. I by accident. Sometimes I would get information in my head and I could go on that. But having a relationship with it, well, I didn't know what the word relationship meant, first of all. And so I figured that I definitely didn't have a relationship with my intuition. So I've been working on that solidly for the past quite a few years, since before I started recovery. And it's amazing to hear you talk, because you use words that I never used.
Yeah.
Proud. I didn't even know what that felt like until I had started recovery. I'd been in recovery for 2 years.
It all depends on where the metals are deposited.
Mm-hmm.
And so you had enough to know that how you felt on the inside, but you couldn't figure out what other people were feeling, I guess. Would that be correct?
Yes.
Okay. Mark couldn't feel the inside or the outside.
Yes. Both the receiving and transmitting both of them did not work for me. So,
So I guess you're inside, you felt it enough that you knew there was something better and you knew you were going to find it.
Yep.
awesome.
I'm so glad you found us. Jasmina is wonderful, right?
Oh, I love it to pieces.
Oh my goodness. It's
Yeah.
amazing. Jasmina, I want you to get him some cat's claw. She's been talking to me here. So.
Yeah. And are there other questions?
I don't really have any other questions.
Sean, is there something that you would like to say? Just that you
Well, I
want.
would just like to say, for those on the autistic spectrum who want to recover, who want to feel loved and appreciated, there's help out there. Don't give up. You are always full of possibilities and potential. You're full of unlimited potential. Seek the proper treatments and seek proper professional assistance. And you can achieve anything.
Yes, you
Agreed.
can.
Agreed.
Sean, we are so proud of you, and we want you to keep in contact because we want to interview you again when you start coming on a lot.
Okay,
Okay?
I'd appreciate it. I'd be honored.
Oh, Sean,
No,
we are
we'd
so
be honored.
honored to have you.
I don't know
Thank
of any
you.
other
Thank you, Mark
adults.
and Michelle.
Yeah, thank you.
Jasmina, thank you for finding us. And
She says on it.
yeah, she says she's on it. Okay. So we're going to end the live for now. Stay with us, Sean. Bye, everybody.
Okay.